Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Tessa and I upload homemaking videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Today's video is going to be a very extreme fridge and pantry organization. So if you need some motivation to tackle something in your house that you've been putting off, like I've been putting this off since January, then just keep watching. So this is what we're working with for the fridge. It's really not that bad. I feel like we don't have that much stuff. We got groceries last night, so I wanted to do this last night, but I was just too tired. So this is like pretty much as full as our fridge gets. I don't like keeping a lot of food because then it ends up going bad, and I know we do have some stuff that's gone bad. I know there's like some drinks up here that have gone bad, and unfortunately it just seems to be inevitable. And then, whoa, here we have our cheese drawer. And then this is our meat drawer. So I also feel like there's some wasted space. I kind of want to rearrange this whole shelving area here. But let me show you guys the pantry. So this, just brace yourselves. This is such a mess. I mean, can we just be real? It's such a mess. We also have my toddler's tower in here. We have to keep it in here or else he will climb up onto the counters and be destructive. So we keep it locked in here, which makes it feel a lot smaller. The last time I organized this was back in January, and I really went hard. I labeled everything, but I haven't touched it since. And I had my baby the next day, so I'm pretty sure this is what put me into labor. So we're gonna start with the fridge since that'll be easier, and then we'll do the pantry second. Okay, so the fridge was easier, but I really underestimated how much work it was going to be. The organizing of it wasn't too bad, but you'll see once I pull everything out, it was so dirty. It was so gross. The shelves, the drawers, everything really needed a good deep clean, which took me quite a while. But first thing I'm doing is just taking every single thing out. I have a trash bag for anything that's expired that I can throw away. And then everything I'm keeping, I'm putting onto the island. Alright, so on the island I have everything that I'm keeping. It looks like there's a lot more stuff once you lay it out. So the drinks in the Tupperware are things that I can't just throw away in a garbage bag. I put here by the sink. I'm gonna let my husband take care of that because it's gross and he doesn't mind. Also, here is your sign. If you can't remember the last time you just at the very least took everything out and wiped it down, you might want to do that. So I just wanted to mention for my cleaner, this is actually just something really simple that I made. It's just mostly water with like a splash of white vinegar in it. I just feel better about using something more natural whenever it's gonna be in my fridge around my food as opposed to just like a normal cleaner you buy at the store. Also, I am so thankful I have a faucet that like detaches and you can move around. It makes things like this so much easier. We rented for years and years and we didn't have anything like that. So it's really difficult to clean larger things like this. So I'm very thankful that I have my faucet now. Something about this fridge that is really irritating every time I clean it is that the door on the right side is up against a wall, so it doesn't open out all the way. So right here, I don't know how I got this thing out so easily. You can see I'm kind of struggling to put this back in. It took me quite a while, and then you'll see later on these two drawers beneath it gave me the hardest time. I don't even know how long it took me to get these back in, but I was getting like major frustrated. So you'll get to see that here in a couple minutes. Now I'm going to take out this top shelf like I talked about in the beginning. It just doesn't really seem to have a point. If anything, I just kind of feel like it's a hindrance as to how I can organize things. So I'm just taking that out, and it's much easier to put things in now. And now I'm just going to add everything back to the fridge now that everything is wiped down and clean. It's just a little bit of trial and error here just to see how I want everything to fit. Are you guys frustrated for me yet? I'm getting frustrated just trying to watch myself do this all over again. Okay, so here's the after of the fridge. This ended up being more work than I had anticipated. So I'll give you guys a quick tour, but up here we have heavy whipping cream, some leftover chicken broth. I like these little snack things, some eggs, all of our coffee stuff. I saw all these holiday whipped creams at Target and I impulsively bought them all, so don't judge me. Some apple juice that I used for a fall recipe, and other than that we don't drink it, but I don't want to like waste it, so I'm keeping it for now. This is some pasta I made for dinner, some hard-boiled eggs. If you watched my Christmas motivation video, you know where that came from. Some yogurt, caramel, don't even get me started on these drawers. Oh my gosh. But this one we keep fruit in. Right now I just have grapes, and then this one is vegetables. We have celery and carrots. And then we just have normal like condiments and whatnot in the doors. Here's the cheese drawer. I can actually open it now. It looks so much better. And then the meat drawer looks pretty much the same. Now we're gonna tackle all of this. Okay, moving on to the pantry. I really thought that after I got the fridge done, that would put a pep in my step and I'd be motivated to keep going and do this, but it was the opposite. I was so tired. I really did not want to do this. I almost didn't, but the next day was Thanksgiving, so I didn't want to do it then, and I knew if I waited another day, then it just might not get done. So I forced myself to do it. I'm so glad that I did, but there are 4 main shelves in the pantry that I keep food on. So because there's just so much stuff, I typically like to take everything out, but I just worked shelf by shelf because I just wouldn't have had like enough room for everything. So I'm doing exactly per shelf what I did with the fridge, just going through, looking at expiration dates, pitching anything that's old, and then I'm kind of organizing each bin as I go, and then I will repeat this process with the second shelf. Also, I want you guys to comment down below and let me know, are you okay with Christmas music and videos that are not Christmas related? I'm certainly fine with it, but I want to know what you guys think for the rest of the Christmas season. So I was trying to make this as quick and simple of a process as I could. Like I said back in January, I already had got all these bins out. I labeled them. I organized everything by category. So I was just kind of trying to piggyback off of that. And not every single bin that I had labeled back in January had a purpose this time. And if that was the case, I just turned it around so the label was facing the back of the wall. And then the bin just didn't have a label on it. I was not at this time in the night wanting to put any labels on things. I wasn't wanting to do anything crazy, and I really just wanted to work with what I had, so I didn't want to get any new bins or anything like that. I watch videos like this all the time, and a lot of people will have just like every single little container matching and it looks perfect, and I think that's great if you have the means and the time to do that, but not all of us do. I certainly don't. So I hope this encourages you to use what you already have at home and makes you feel like it's okay if your bins aren't all the same size or all the same shape or whatever. You know, like this one right here is black and all the other ones are acrylic, but it gets the job done. It makes everything organized, and that's really what we're going for, is just practical. Okay, so you can probably see from here, this particular shelf is extremely dirty, or at least it looks extremely dirty. I have a basket that I keep all my produce in. So this is just like peels of onion skin, just like sitting on the shelf. So I just use a vacuum to clean that up, and then I wipe down the shelves. I didn't want to scrub too hard because some of the paint was chipping in some of the areas, so I didn't want to mess anything with that up, but don't worry, everything got clean. Now I'm taking everything off the floor in here so I can make sure that the floor gets clean. And now you can see that I'm in a different outfit. My camera battery died and I only have one of them. I should probably get another one, but I was so tired. I could hardly even keep my eyes open while I was doing this. I was not about to wait for it to charge and then continue on. So I feel like it's a good thing that it died because I was able to get some sleep and do it the next morning. So I ended up doing a little bit on Thanksgiving Day anyway, but that's okay. But you can just see how dirty this floor was. I couldn't believe all the stuff that I found on this floor. I found like breast milk bags, which I don't even use because my baby won't take a bottle. So anyway, I'm just giving you a little overview of everything I took out of the pantry. Before I do the floor, I'm going to sweep all this stuff up. A lot of it is onion peels from the produce bag, and then other is just crumbs. And then I do a quick little Swiffer, and I'll show you how dirty the Swiffer pad gets in just this one little area. We just had so much trash in here. I don't know about you guys, but we have a 2-year-old, so we hide in here sometimes if we eat a snack, and then I don't want to bring the trash out because then if he sees the trash, he's going to want it. So then I'll just leave it there and forget about it. So here I am just putting everything back in, just kind of trying to figure out, again, trial and error, how to organize it, just doing what makes sense, trying to put things at eye level that I use the most often, and then things I don't use as often, put higher up in the back corners. I had to take a quick little pause to open up a snack. Of course, mom life. You saw everything sitting out. And then again, mom life, my baby is moving the camera around a little bit here. So sorry about that. So here I'm just giving you a quick little overview. I'm going to keep everything just voice over because my kids were up. It was loud and crazy right here. So just showing you guys shelf by shelf everything that I have. And then here in a second, I will show you some before and after clips of this and the fridge. It's so satisfying. I'm so glad this is done. It was a lot of work, but it feels so good to actually be able to see what I have. And I feel like it helps you save money too in grocery shopping because you know what you have. So you know what you need on the list and what you don't need on the list. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it inspired you and motivated you to tackle something in your home. If you did like it, please like the video, please subscribe, leave a comment down below. It helps me out so much. Thank you guys again for being here, and I will see you all on Tuesday.